Welcome to Rhinos and Aliens.
Kinda, but not really.
Party boy.
I'm chilling. I'm just chilling, you know. I almost forgot to come. I was playing Valhalla and almost forgot.
Oh, so you did get...
Yeah.
Good.
I was playing it, and then I'm like, oh, shit. I looked at I ordered something to eat, and that's what made me look at the time. I still ordered something to eat, which is probably going to sit outside until I get home. I did not think of that.
Yep.
Well, it's too cold. I don't think they'll just be out roaming around anymore.
You never know.
You might be right.
Yeah, bro, have you seen our house?
Well, that's different. You actually feed your cats. Yo. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Rhinos and Aliens After Dark, episode 34. You know what's going on. We the number one podcast crew in Western New York.
Yeah.
You know what's up. It's the Don Dada of all Dons. Hello. It's also my main man, Nature Boy.
What's up, guys?
And we also got the man behind the camera, which is also like a mental statement thing. My main gender. I don't know what. It's not a really. You can't name it a gender, can you?
Well, you can't. Well, I would
Whatever
say
you want me to be.
you could.
That makes sense.
Since there's only guys in the room, it would have been our main man.
Our main man, Conscience. But as you guys should know, what we do on this episode or series, I would say, we give you guys the update on sports, entertainment, and other stuff. But today, we will not be talking about science and random shit.
Yes.
Not today.
Not
Next
today.
time, though. We got you. I promise. We got you.
It's almost like a balancing act. We're overloading on sports this episode, and next episode we're going to overload on that.
But before we start anything, make sure you like this goddamn video. Give us a thumbs up. Just one time for the one time. It's free. I mean, you got nothing else to do. You're already watching. So also hit that subscribe and hit that bell real quick. But let's get right back into this rapid fire. My main man, Nature Boy, is going to take over, and I'm going to just throw my 2 cents in like I always do. Nature Boy.
How was our weeks?
How was our weeks?
It's technically...
Scrambled. Scrambled like these eggs. No, but it was all right. I actually worked 4 days out of 5. Today is Friday for us. Yes, it's Friday. For you guys, I don't know what day it is, but, you know, for us right now, it's Friday.
It's technically...
Happy New Year's!
It's my Friday, too. Yeah.
Happy New Year's, guys, by the way. 2020 is officially fucking done. I can tell you that. I can tell you that. We might have a recap of our year coming up, video coming up like we did last year. So stay tuned.
No, we will.
We will. I'm sorry. So stay tuned. But 2020, the shit year is over. That's all I have to say. You know. But my week was all right. Let me go back to that.
Too soon.
Hey, don't you dare speak that shit into 2021.
Well, technically, this is the first day, so you're having a great 2021, right?
Yeah, so far.
Yeah.
Relaxing day, because I didn't do shit. I stayed in a house and didn't do shit. Tomorrow, though, I got a kind of busy day. Kind of. But how about you, Nature Boy?
It's
Shit.
Yeah.
Just another shit day.
There's nothing I want to get into on this episode.
Did you relax in any type of way?
Yeah, I'm relaxing, but it's almost like I had to relax because there's so many family issues going on over some bullshit.
It happens. It does.
Yes, it does.
It does. Sometimes you just can't do nothing about it, but then it's like when you can, it's still aggravating as fuck.
No, but the thing that's so aggravating is that there's no communication willing to get to the truth. Yeah,
There's a lot of bullshit.
Yeah. So let's move on to corrections from episode 33. I just wanted to point out Mahomes had more interceptions in his 13th game of the season than he had in the first 12 games combined. Let that shit sink in. The Ravens-Browns game did not break the NFL record for most rushing touchdowns in a game. The two other instances, however, only occurred in 1922.
It's a long time ago, guys.
So basically 100 years or 98 years ago, that's when the last time 9 rushing touchdowns were scored. And going back to the word smidged, Daniel is correct, but at the same time incorrect, because depending on where you get the origin of the word, it changes the definition.
For smidge?
Yes.
What did I say?
You said something about smoke or...
Oh, like the dirt?
Yes.
Like a smoke dust or whatever?
Yes. Now, it's actually... Well, first off, smidge is short for smidgen,
Yeah.
which is used to discuss a tad of anything, which is why you're correct. The
Okay.
reason why you're incorrect is because the majority of sources have actually used that word from the Scottish word snitch.
Snitch?
Yeah. An insignificant person, which is not the snitch we think of.
So somebody who's just not important.
But that's why it's related to a smidge on your face, because yes, you have something on your face, but it's insignificant.
Oh, okay.
And then that has translated not only to stuff on your face, but more commonly food. Furthermore, this word...
May I have a smidge more?
Exactly. Requesting or describing a small amount of food.
May I have a smidge more, sir?
So I just thought that was interesting. I didn't know any of that. I knew what you were talking about, but specifically, it's a smidge of anything. It could be dirt on your face. Mm-hmm. It's anything insignificant, or as over time, it's transferred to specifically food itself, requesting or anything. So normally, if you ever become rich, bro, bam, you know what word to use when you just want a small amount of something.
Hey, I just want a smidge bit more of that money right there. Just a smidge bit more. Just a smidge.
Okay, now to talk about supporting local artists. One of the best places to support local artists or any type of indie artist is Bandcamp. And ever since the pandemic started, they had this deal where the first Friday of every month, so now today's Friday for us, so for the 10th straight month, they do not collect any fees for their services. So anything you purchase on Bandcamp, the artist gets the maximum amount possible.
That's cool.
And to be specific, artists normally get 82% from Bandcamp, which is still great. That's a lot higher.
Yeah, it's still good.
Because the normal rate is at max 70%, and depending on the location, it could be as low as 50%. But during these first Fridays of the month, it goes as high as 93%. And the 7% is strictly taxes. So Bandcamp's taking nothing. So if you guys want to support a local artist and give them the maximum amount of money, then do it the first of every month at Bandcamp. Now we're going to have our politics, bro. I know. It's nothing serious, nothing diversive. Just want to say San Francisco recently renamed not only their Abraham Lincoln School, but they're also renaming 44 other schools, such as George Washington, Herbert Hoover, Thomas Edison, and Dianne Feinstein, as a couple examples of the 44 schools being renamed. And you guys can probably put the pieces together why they're being renamed. Now, is it the right reason?
No.
That's for you guys to decide.
Personal opinion.
And then, of course, we have to talk about this because if it wasn't for this, a lot of people would be fucked right now. The stimulus bill.
Stimulus check coming in.
Yep. Well, technically, it's the COVID-19/20 spending bill, which was for $2.3 trillion, because they baked in $1.4 trillion for government spending to go along with the 900-something billion for direct COVID.
Did you get yours?
No. But this is what I want everybody to know and to think about when they think about, oh, this might be a good bill. Is this a good bill when it's over 5,500 pages long? And if you want to be specific, it's 5,593. 5,593 pages long. To put this in perspective, just to print out the bill to read it, it takes roughly 2 hours and 50 minutes, give or take 5 minutes on your printer. And that's assuming you have enough paper, enough ink, and you're consistently reloading the printer to where it's not stopping. Right. So 2 hours and 50 minutes continuous printing. That's just to print the bill. So just imagine how long it takes to read the bill. And by the way, this is supposedly a bill to help out the citizens of America.
I'm pretty sure nobody reads that.
I'm glad you said that because I just wanted to point out.
Probably scan through it. Not even really scan through it, though.
We as a country will never be able to come together and unify unless both parties and both houses come together and decide we are not going to vote on a bill that we cannot read, let alone the bills are specifically designed not to be read in time to be able to come to a cohesive vote. How are you supposed to vote on something? Like, for example, bro, how are you supposed to say you like a song if you can only listen to 30 seconds of it? No, fuck that. You can only listen to 3 seconds because that's the equivalent. A 3-minute song, you get to listen to 3 seconds. The 3 seconds might be fire, but they know that. They know you can only listen to 3 seconds. So let's make the first 3 seconds fire. And then the last 2 minutes and 57 seconds, we're going to just put some sprinkled bullshit. It's going to be us shitting on the mic.
Sounds like Kanye.
Does that sound like a great track?
Sounds like Kanye. Sorry.
No, I know, bro. I'm just, I got a little
Overwhelmed.
Yeah.
It's okay.
So the point of the metaphor is...
This is what the podcast is for.
Of course, the beginning of any bill is going to sound good because they know you can only read a certain amount of pages. So they're going to put all the quote-unquote good information in the front end and then just backpile a whole bunch of shit in the back end. Yo, by the way, the Smithsonian in this bill got funded $1 billion. $1 billion. You trying to tell me it costs $1 billion to keep the Smithsonian open for just 1 year?
No, I'm pretty sure.
But this is what happens. Politicians know we need help. And by the way, we're only getting $600 and $300 extra for unemployment. And they know the average American is just seeing free money, and we're going to want this bill passed because we need the free money.
Yeah.
And we're not thinking about everything else. And I'm going to say this once again. Politicians are public servants. What's the definition of public servants? It's in the fucking name. Serving the public. When was the last time any politician served us first and foremost and then served themselves after?
You tell me that. Well, I didn't get mine. I don't think I'm getting mine until like the 4th or after the 4th. I think it's just because of my bank, though. Because some people I know have it.
Oh, they already got it? Wow. Lucky them.
Yeah.
So they weren't lying when they said the moment they signed it, it was going out.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Does anybody have anything to say about what I just said, or you just...
Going with the flow.
Okay.
I'm sorry, guys. Today is a chill episode for me.
All right. So you're just going to be absorbing this knowledge. Okay.
And put my 2 cents in once in a blue moon. You know me.
Yeah, I got it, bro. I just always want to make sure you feel like you can say something.
Oh, yeah, it's all
Okay,
good. I
okay.
appreciate it.
Now, as a random thing to go in with this bill,
Bitches.
Economics, the economy, and one thing that surprisingly has been booming since the pandemic has been the housing market. And I just want to give you an example of how this has occurred. Just a 2,100 square foot 3-bedroom house in Sherman Oaks sold for $1.8 million. $1.8 million.
What the hell?
A 3-bedroom house. The owners, who the only addition they had was a pool. So that from the moment they purchased it to when they sold it, they added a pool. They bought it in 2012 for just $900,000. So they doubled their money in less than 8 years. And by the way, if you're thinking, oh, this is maybe a rare situation, they might have put in a dope-ass pool. That is incorrect because the housing in the LA area has increased by at least 25% no matter the neighborhood. And I want to really emphasize at least 25%. Over the past year, since the pandemic, every house has been selling for at least 1/3 more than a decade ago. So when you guys think about how all this shit works, don't you find it weird that people are struggling to make money, struggling to keep a job, yet the housing market is going up rather than down?
Which is stupid, but It's like it's not much we can really do unless you own the house, of course. But it's just stupid. I don't know. People are asking for more money, but yet we can't get money at this moment.
But they can because no more houses are being built. So now there's bidding wars.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to point this out because when you hear people talk about conspiracy theories and how the rich get richer, the poor get poorer, economics like this is a perfect example of why people believe there are these corporations, these groups that find ways to make money even during the worst of times.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's like a good motivational thing, but at the same time, for if you're not that person, it kind of just sucks.
Oh, it massively sucks.
Yeah, it just sucks. Because if you're a motivational person and you like an entrepreneur or like just someone who has the ideas to do something in a pandemic like we was in or we are in, it's just motivating because you know you can do something to help yourself or like something like that just to get money out of it.
See, it's motivating unless you so happen to be an entrepreneur who's in an industry that is completely crashing and burning right now.
Well, yeah, definitely.
And that's where the whole dilemma.
It all depends on the product, I would say.
Yeah.
It all depends on the product. Because if you're just selling clothes, then it's like 50-50 with that.
Yeah.
So, but if you're like selling useful mask.
Oh, you're booming.
Yeah, like mask that's just different designs or whatever. Something like that is definitely more convenient. So I would hope you're doing good as long as you're doing what you're supposed to.
Yeah. It's funny how you always saying all these people, oh, we care for you, blah, blah, blah. Yet during a pandemic, they're hiking up, skyrocketing the housing market.
Instead of dropping it. Yeah.
Or at the very least, keeping it neutral.
Yeah.
Now moving to music, guys.
Bing, bada, boom.
First off, I know we're a little late on this, but I just wanted to mention this. Lil Wayne sold Drake's and Nicki's masters for, what was it, roughly $200 million?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted to get your perspective because I know you felt... You had an opinion about that. How do you feel about that?
It's bullshit. Because I understand he is the CEO. I understand that. He has the rights. But at the same time, you don't have the rights because, to me, you have to ask them. It's not just Lil Wayne's.
You don't have to ask them when they're under contract. See, this is...
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I'm like, he is the CEO, so he can do whatever he wants as long as it benefits or whatever. But at the same time, it's just principle because they did help you make those hits.
True, but one of my questions is, do you think Drake and Nicki would have done anything different if Lil Wayne was in that spot?
I don't know about Nicki, but I feel like Drake would. I don't know him personally, of course.
Yeah. I don't know
any of them.
I don't know.
But I'm just saying, I will hope so, I would say. I would hope he would at least ask or say something about it before. Like, even if he just talked to him about him, like, hey, guys, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. We're going to make money out of it, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be more respected than him just doing it out of nowhere.
Okay. So I'm the devil. You're about to lose your life. You pray to me saying you want to still live. I come down. I'm like, okay, sign this contract. You're going to be able to live for eternity. But just know, whenever I want you to be my bitch, you're going to be my bitch. You're like, you're bleeding out. You finally say, okay, fuck it. I'm going to sign that contract in blood.
Yeah.
I don't hit you up for 10 years. You're living the good old life.
And then all of a sudden you need me.
Yep, and I say, you got to kill your wife. As fucked up as it is, we signed that contract. Biasly, bro, I agree with you. But unbiasedly, the moment you put that pen to paper and if you didn't fully read the contract, as much as I want to feel for you, that's on you at that point. So I know where people are coming from, but this is no different than a 360 deal. You know what you were getting up front. You have to be prepared for the back end of the deal.
Yeah, I don't know. It's still bullshit. But my thing is like I said, they're still kind of under Young Money, so it's like
He sold them for $200 million. I'm pretty sure if they came to him with $200 million, he would have sold it to them.
oh yeah. Yeah.
That's the thing a lot of people don't recognize with this, like with the Taylor Swift situation where her records were sold for $300 million.
Mm-hmm.
If she wanted them badly enough, she could have paid to get them, but she hated the individual who owned her rights so much, she did not feel it was just to pay the man she despises. So just different perspectives on that.
It's still fucked up, but I get it, I guess.
As a segue with Taylor Swift, her Evermore album became her third album in 16 months to sell 1 million copies globally in the first week.
That's nothing new.
Nothing new. But this is the crazy part. This is her 8th straight studio album to sell 1 million copies globally in her first week. And her only album not to accomplish this feat is her debut album. So as much as you might like or dislike her as an artist, she's doing something right.
Yeah, definitely. She got a great fan base.
Yeah, and this album, Evermore, was the 5th biggest of the year, while her previous album, which was released only in July, still has the biggest debut of the year and the most sales of the year.
She's doing something right.
Yeah, so if anybody tries
Them
to...
breakups is helping. I'll tell you that.
Yo, wasn't that one of the episodes you says every new album is about a breakup?
Yeah, it was a episode on Family Guy.
Yo, bro, it's true though.
It is.
Did you hear that story about Leo?
No.
Okay, so quote unquote supposedly every woman that he's not dating, he takes them back to his place and he has a dome in his backyard.
Sex dome.
So he goes to the back of the dome and 3 different sources, who I'm assuming are the females that got put in the situation, said the exact same thing. He tells them 2 words, bend over, and then he puts headphones on. The only thing he ever says to them is bend over.
What the fuck?
Bend over, put headphones on, and then he fucks them.
What is he listening to?
Probably some opera. I swear, it's probably opera knowing him.
I said classical, but classical and operas just goes together.
I'm telling you.
That.
I mean, what if he
That's interesting.
What if he's listening to like Ice Cube or some shit, some old school music?
Yo, to be
I'm
fair,
gonna knock you.
What if that makes you like last longer because you're not listening to like moans and fucking ass cheeks clapping and shit? He probably has some type of science to it.
Probably just looking at it, just so yeah. Probably watching her reactions to see what's going on.
I was gonna say too. Now thinking about it, depending on the female, the vibes he's getting from her, he probably plays different
Probably
music.
What if he plays he has like a soundtrack, like a just straight fire, just to fuck? That'd be dope. I'm about to do that.
He has a sex dome, so I'm not putting anything past Leo anymore.
What if he listened to Pretty Ricky? I wanna sex you. Leonardo listened to Pretty Ricky. Like what? Listen to Chris Brown. Lay You Down by Cake. Like what? I want to listen to his music, his playlist real quick to have sex. That's all I want to know. I just want to know what the fuck he listens to while he's fucking these women.
Yo, but wouldn't it be also just as funny if he's just listening to podcasts about outer space?
What if he's listening to like something that increases his money?
He could, bro.
Something to do like investments.
A financial book.
Yeah, like
An audio book.
yeah, like what if he's really doing that?
Yo, at this point,
In the back of his
That
head, he's
sounds
like,
like a great idea.
in the back of his head, he just
I might do that. Put the iPad, put the AirPods on and shit. Just go clap out real quick and read a book.
right. I gotta get this horn dog down real quick, and then let me go think of some more motivational stuff. We need to get rich even more.
yeah. Or yo, he's big into the whole green crap. He's probably listening to some documentaries talking about how he could save polar bears.
This is true. And then probably right when he think of an idea, he probably climaxes. Think about it. You're like, ding! All right, get out.
Just like when
I gotta go save the world.
just like when I'm thinking about a movie and I'm thinking about the best part, and then that's when
Thinking, I'm telling you, the great idea comes, and he's like, ah. That's amazing. Sounds great.
okay. Now another great segue. Talking about Leo, we're moving into the entertainment biz now. I just wanted to point out, if you're a fan of Universal Studios, they've had a great couple months of trailers. And I just wanted to shout out The Freaky, The Crude's New Age, All My Life, News of the World, Nobody, and 355. Did you see any of those trailers?
I seen the Croods. I don't remember. I think I remember watching Freaky, but I'm not sure.
That's the one with Vince Vaughn where they switch bodies. The serial killer.
The serial killer one? Yeah, I did see the
in
trailer
high
for
school.
that. Yeah. I
Now,
think that's going to be corny, but
bro, Nobody. Did you see his trailer for Nobody?
no.
It's basically the film Taken, except the fight scenes actually look like the man knew how to fight. And it's brutal. And he supposedly worked for an agency, and then he got out. Yo, it's a combination of Taken and John Wick. Actually, now thinking about it. And it's not a famous actor, so it's a great reason why it's called Nobody. Well, my conscience, make sure to rewatch Nobody and the 355. Yo, the 355 has 5 females as assassins. And oh my God, I'm like, yo.
I think I'd seen that, or not seen it.
It has American.
I think I've seen the trailer.
Yeah, it's American, French, Colombian, Chinese, and then something else. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I think I did see that trailer.
Now we got some Demon Slayer news.
Yeah. Still breaking records.
Yes, bro. Demon Slayer the movie, Mugen Train, has now officially dethroned Spirited Away as the highest grossing movie in Japan's history. As of the most recent, it's at $313 million in just 11 weeks.
I really got to find this movie at this point.
Yeah.
I have to find this movie.
This comes 19 years after the 2001 Oscar winner Spirited Away grossed over $305 million. Demon Slayer is now the number 5 film in the world. It's the number 3 overseas specifically. It just surpassed Tenet. And if you're wondering, 98% of its total gross has come from Japan alone. Just to put that in perspective.
And Japan has a lot of goddamn people. So it kind of makes sense.
Yes, but the best way to equate it, if this film did the same numbers in America, this film would gross more money than Avengers Endgame.
Damn.
Yes. Just to put it in perspective, this is what this film is doing in Japan. More money than Avengers Endgame. And just for IMAX news, it officially extends its record in Japan with 21 million. Last time we said something about 16 or so.
Yeah.
So it is making big bucks no matter which format. Yeah. Now, video games, guys. So there is some news about Sony first-party games making money. So as of 2019, Horizon Zero Dawn grossed at least $400 million. God of War grossed at least $500 million. And the combination of The Last of Us Remastered and Uncharted 4 grossed at least $1 billion.
Damn. Well, damn.
So if you're doing some math, just 4 games alone for Sony grossed at least $1.9 billion.
That shit is crazy.
And this isn't including The Last of Us Part 2. This isn't including Ghost of Tsushima. This isn't including Days Gone. Now, UFC, I didn't mention this in the last episode. The entire 2020 season did not see a single new UFC champion, both in terms of males and females. So all the champions, no matter the division, that came into 2020 as a champion, they left 2020 as a champion.
That's dope.
Talk about dominance.
That's dope.
Mike Tyson's pay-per-view, it brought in $1.4 million. I just wanted to let you guys know that. $1.4 million for 50-year-old boxers.
Which is amazing for 50-year-old boxers. Hey, I mean, it was an all right fight. I'm just saying Mike Tyson won. They was trying to be nice to each other, but whatever.
Yeah, you still don't believe that was a
Nope,
tie.
not at all.
Okay, moving to the NBA. The NBA is officially enforcing teams to wear contact sensors. Let that shit sink in.
Contact sensors.
Why?
To make sure that the teams are following proper COVID procedures, and if anybody goes off stray, they will be fined. Audience members, let that sink in and just be aware when organizations and governments pass certain rules and laws.
So it's like your property when you're an NBA player.
See, when people want to talk about property, when it goes to this extreme, then yes, that is that's
property. You can't do nothing that you want to do. Like,
Yeah.
now moving to notable performances. Russell Westbrook joined Oscar Robertson as the only players in NBA history to record a triple-double in his team's first 3 games. And then he ended up breaking that record in his 4th and then 5th games.
Game against the Bulls?
I
want to say it was the Bulls. Some guy won $20,000 just for betting that he would get another triple-double against another team.
He's a smart man.
I was like, well, looks like I'm going to go start betting on teams.
Yo, bro, it's been 5 straight games to start the season with a triple-double.
Yeah. Yep. And then somebody else bet that KD and Kyrie would average over...
25?
No, not average 25. But the combined points, I mean, they will have over
50?
50, I believe.
Yo, KD's basically averaging 30 this year.
Well, that's normal, though. That's KD.
But
I mean, considering his injury, it's good, though.
yeah, I have to eat that, dude. If he keeps this up, he's going to be the first.
I need Kyrie just to keep it up. If Kyrie can keep it up, I know KD can keep it up. If Kyrie can keep it up, I'll be fine. I actually want the Nets to go somewhere.
Yeah, but they're both injury prone now.
I wouldn't say KD's injury prone. I would say Kyrie definitely is, though.
He had a major foot injury 8 years ago where he had to get 2 surgeries on.
But that's a long space.
But when you're a 7-footer and he had a fractured foot, dude, that's a micro fractured foot at that.
Yeah, but Kyrie's injured like every year.
Yeah, but it depends how you look at it. Either
I
way,
wouldn't say no sprain, or I'm talking about like actual career-ending
but that's a lot of
injuries.
Kyrie injuries. He's like Kobe, except unlike Kobe, he doesn't play through it. If you look up his injury chart, bro, it's from his nose to his ear to his cheekbone to his. There's at least 2 fingers on one hand. It was like 3 fingers on another hand. His knees, his calves, his ankles.
I guess. I don't know. I wouldn't call it KD injury prone, though.
Well, for me, when you have 3 major injuries, that bad boy's injury prone.
I'd say, to me, it would be anything major that's back-to-back, like, years. Right now, I would call Clay injury prone because he's done for 2 seasons now.
Yes, I can't disagree with that.
Yeah, like, someone like that, I would call injury prone.
But that saddens
Derrick
me.
Rose, call injury prone.
But not anymore.
Well, no, not anymore, but he's not also doing what he used to do.
True.
He is putting up numbers, though. I would give him that.
Yo, Clay, it pains me because before that freaking knee, he wasn't injury prone. He was their Iron Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, boom, the Achilles. Clay, I can guarantee you he would never be the same player, bro. Because unlike KD, he was... Yes, he's a shooter, but what made him so valuable is his defense.
Yeah. He's not going to be so effective on defense anymore.
And when you go back-to-back, like you said, ACL to Achilles, it's one thing to tear your Achilles. When you tear your ACL and then you're...
Yeah. Is it one leg? Like just all in one leg? Or?
I believe it's opposite legs. But that's even worse because that means he was compensating for his other leg, which means now if he's compensating for his Achilles... Now he's going to be going back to his torn ACL.
Yeah, his ACL, yeah.
So this might be a situation if he doesn't...
It's probably going to have... His training going to have to deal with both.
Yeah.
His, what is it called?
Personal trainers? Or
rehabilitation training.
Yes.
Rehab training. That's
yes.
that's the correct word.
Yes, that is.
I could not think of that shit for some reason.
Okay, did you hear about John Morant? Grade 2 ankle sprain. Out for at least 3 weeks. Mm-hmm. Did you hear about India Pacers TJ Warren? Mm-mm. He has a stress fracture in his left foot.
Sheesh.
Talking about stress fractures, by the way. Okay, some notable games. The Warriors got their ass busted by the Bucks, 138-99.
It was bad.
Yes. The same Bucks team ended up busting the Miami Heat, 144-97 in their first game. Because the second game, Miami Heat won. Mm-hmm. Do you know that's the first game ever in NBA history where 12 different players hit a three-pointer?
Never knew that.
Yeah. The Bucks this year are on and off. They're either blowing teams out or they're getting their ass bust.
You know who else was really bad, which I didn't think?
Who?
I don't know if you already got them there, but the Clippers and...
Mavericks?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that bad boy there.
Also, yeah, Clippers and Mavericks. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
How the Mavericks had a 50-point lead going into halftime?
And then just blew it. Or not blew it, no. They just took control. Like, they was relentless.
Yo, bro, the Mavericks had the largest halftime lead in NBA history. They held the Clippers to the lowest scoring first
it was like
half.
30 points.
I believe it was 27.
I was like, what the fuck?
And they ended up winning by 51.
Which is ridiculous.
So,
as an
yeah.
NBA team. Not only that, but as...
You know that's their only loss of the
players.
season.
Yeah, it is.
Which is...
It still says something, but at the same time, it's like everybody knows who the fuck your weakness is.
Well, bro, that was their weakness in the playoffs last year. People forget when Porzingis and Luka was playing, they were busting the Clippers' ass.
They was busting teams' ass like all around for real.
Did you see the Hawks Nets game?
Hawks Nets
141-145. That was my favorite game of the week so far.
I didn't see it.
I saw highlights.
I seen highlights. Yeah,
okay.
I did see highlights.
I'm not
that
watching.
Game was pretty intriguing though.
Bro, entertaining as yo Trae Young. If he could just play some type of defense, he is a stud.
Yeah, he crossed Kyrie. I was like, ooh, shit.
Yeah. I saw that highlight.
And he shot the three. I said, oh shit.
Yo, what player does he remind you of the most?
He's
Or what combination? Because I have a combination in my head of Trae Young that I can't get out of my head.
I would say AI, but only thing is he shoots more threes than a lot of scoring point guards.
So you know who he is? He's a combination of AI and Steph Curry, bro. Fucking think about that shit and then think about his handle. Just like AI. People forget AI had some fucking handle.
He did, but I feel like Kyrie has more handle.
Oh, Kyrie's in a different. Come on, bro. We're talking about Carmelo, and you want to bring up Michael Jordan, like.
Okay, but I'm just saying Kyrie got his ball control and handle is ridiculous.
Yeah, but Trae Young doesn't have handle anywhere near that. I'm saying if you could make Trae Young out of two players, for whatever reason, when I watch him, he has the shooting,
the flair like AI.
No, the shooting and the charisma of Curry, but the flair and the get to the bucket like AI.
Yeah.
And the fact he's so skinny and he still hasn't gotten injured.
Yeah.
People forget AI.
Yeah. I mean, as long as you get to that comfortable weight and you know that weight that gets you like you're perfect at, that's all you need.
Yeah, but you still have to be born with a body that could handle being smashed in the fucking paint.
Yeah, that's true.
Because no matter what you say, if people watch the footage of AI, he used to always get to the bucket and he never had a major injury. And it still blows my mind.
Yeah.
Dude, many people say if AI was 6'6", he would have been the greatest scorer of all time.
But that you never know. Those injuries probably came in too.
Yes, that could be. But assuming he kept that health, man.
Yeah.
Okay, now do you want to hear some surprising records?
What's up?
Team records. Okay, so this phone would load.
If it would load.
Okay, so Toronto's 1-3.
Yep.
All 3 of their losses have come when they had at least a double-digit lead.
Wow.
Yeah. By the way, they're the first NBA team ever in history to lose their first 3 games when they had a double-digit lead in all 3 games.
Wow.
Milwaukee is 2-3. That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make sense, but I seen those games. So,
Oh, okay. The Heat are 2-3.
which definitely doesn't make sense, but okay.
The Knicks technically are the 8th seed above the Heat and the Bucks.
It's early.
The Bucks, the Nets and Boston are 3-3.
Yeah. Some of those games is bullshit, but yeah.
Atlanta and Orlando are 4-1.
Which is weird because they're technically the lowest teams, but cool.
Okay, now going to the West. Denver and OKC are 1-3.
OKC, I'm not surprised, but
I'm not
Denver,
either, but I was thinking about last year. I fucked up on that in my head.
Denver, I'm definitely surprised. Definitely. But it's still early, so.
Dallas is 2-3.
Still early.
The Pelicans are 3-2, and they're the number 3 seed in the West.
They could be better, but I
I'm not
have
actually.
trust in their team.
I'm actually not surprised because they are.
Wait, where's Charlotte?
Charlotte is 2-3.
Okay.
They're the 11th seed, which I expected.
But I feel like they can make it into the playoffs. I don't think they're going to go anywhere, but I feel like they can make it to the playoffs. Their team-wise is pretty good.
LaMelo is finally scoring, so that's a plus.
He's finally comfortable. He's more than comfortable, though. Like,
Yeah, I was going to say even in the game where he didn't score any points, he looked comfortable.
yeah, he's more than comfortable. But I just feel like that's just because from him playing overseas and G League, and he's already playing like major players already.
And by the way, I just want to emphasize this: the Chris Paul effect. Phoenix is 4-1.
The Chris Paul effect, it's real.
Oh, it's real.
Definitely real. But not only that, but their team they already had a team. They did.
they
Chris
added
Paul
Chris-
just added that. All right, guys, get your shit together. I'm here.
Yo, people need to remember this. OKC, going into the season last year, was expected to be one of the 5 worst teams.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Paul makes them a top 6 team in their conference.
Yeah.
Let that shit sink in. And now he goes to Phoenix, which
Chris Paul, man.
which didn't even make the playoffs last year. Now they're 4-1 if they could keep this momentum going. Yo, Chris Paul for MVP, guys.
Chris Paul, Devin Booker, and DeAndre is just nice. That's the
Yo,
victory.
Aiden is coming together.
Yeah, finally. Definitely.
Okay, football, guys.
Dun 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 dun. No. All right. What y'all do then?
Going to week 15, we're going to talk about our teams. We're going to talk about the Bills, the Dolphins, the Saints, the Steelers, and the Seahawks.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder why we're talking about the Seahawks, huh? Okay, so when it comes to the Bills in week 15, they whooped Denver 48-19. Seattle had a nice win against Washington. The Dolphins beat New England 22-12.
Yep.
And then the Saints lost to KC that week.
Yep.
32-29.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was a close game, but yep.
Yeah, Drew Brees, I think he should have stayed out, bro. He's not looking good the past 2 weeks, as we're going to talk about week 16. He's only completing like 57 or 59% of his passes, which for Drew Brees,
It's pretty bad, but it's cool.
yeah.
We'll be fine.
Now going into week 16, those same teams, not including Pittsburgh because they had the week off. New Orleans, bro, did you see the game against the Vikings or the highlights?
Yeah.
52-33, and I believe every touchdown, or basically every touchdown, was by your running back.
All right, yeah.
Dude,
Karma?
I
forgot. It's Karma something.
don't, bro. His name is Karma.
It's not Karma.
Uma,
but
Karma,
it starts with a K. Yeah, starts with a K.
I'm just laughing because you guys know I'm terrible with names. So if you guys are fucking up, I'm not even gonna consider it. What's his last name?
See, now you're asking for too much. It is. I do not know. We'll find out in next episode of
After Dark. Well, the point is, guys, he tied an NFL rushing record for 6 rushing touchdowns in a single game. I mentioned this guy in a previous episode, Slayer.
Alvin Kamara.
Kamara. It just hit my head when you said his first name.
Alvin Kamara.
Kamara, yeah. Well, that's how everybody else pronounces it, so I'm just going to go with that.
And he's NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he should be.
Just throwing it out there.
He should be. He tied a record that was set by a Chicago Bears running back from over 50 years ago. So he should be. Now, moving on to continuing week 16, the Miami Dolphins had a freaking miraculous comeback against the Las Vegas Raiders. They won 26-25. Fitzmagic wins/strikes again. Bro, he had 181 passing yards in just the fourth quarter alone. If that ain't magic, I don't know what that is.
That ain't magic, then it ain't magic.
The Pittsburgh Steelers defeated the Indianapolis Colts 28-24 in another comeback victory. So if you're seeing this trend, there's a lot of comeback victories this week. I just want to point out, Kansas City Chiefs barely beat the Falcons 17-14 in Kansas City. So that was their 7th straight game this season where they won by 6 points or less, extending their NFL record. 7 straight games winning by 6 points or less. I want to mention how Chicago defeated Jacksonville 41-17, and the reason why this is important, this is their 4th straight game scoring 30-plus points, which is the first time in over 50 years that has happened.
Nice.
Seattle won their division yet again, just straight up stomping in physical fashion the Rams. And somebody's very excited about that. And last but not least, let's just say hallelujah. The Bills defeated the Patriots 38-9, sweeping the Patriots, which, by the way, this is the first year since 2002 the Patriots have been swept by any divisional opponent. And this is the first time the Bills have swept the Patriots, and I don't know how long, but it's been at least since 2002.
This is true.
And, oh, yeah, and by the way, the Bills right now would have won 9 straight games if not for the Hail Mary of all Hail Marys. So, Bills fans, yo, this is your time to celebrate.
This is definitely your time to shine.
12 and
it ain't
3.
coming again. Nah, it might come next year, maybe.
Yo, what? No, seriously speaking, what happens, hypothetically speaking,
that can fuck this up? Bills management.
What was going on? I thought this was a new year. Aren't we both supposed to be positive?
Exactly. This is true, but I'm also stating facts. Bills fans, you guys know more than me, because I'm not a Bills fan. But you guys know the Bills they could be up here. Really, one year they can be up there, and then Bills management just does something to fuck it all up. Let's go ahead and trade our star quarterback.
Now,
why?
Now, to be fair, we've never had a quarterback this good. To be fair, the reason why Bills...
We had that amazing offensive lineman, and they traded him. And what he do? He got traded and won a Super Bowl. And then we had the middle linebacker. He got traded, and he won a Super Bowl. Anybody we just give away that's amazing, just all of a sudden just wins a Super Bowl. Let's just throw that out there, too.
I don't know which players specifically, so I can't
you know exactly what I'm talking about, though.
That is true. That is true. You're making it hard to stay positive here.
I'm just saying, the Bills, you guys are doing great right now. I'm not a Bills fan, so fuck you. But still, you guys are doing great. But let's be realistic.
Okay, let's be realistic. They might win the Super Bowl this year. If they win the Super Bowl this year, I don't know. I don't know.
If they win the Super Bowl this year,
I just want to point out.
I'm gonna quit my job. No, I'm definitely not gonna do that. I'm gonna get a new car this year. I was already in the plan.
Yeah. Well, if they win the Super Bowl, I just want to say we've been covering the Bills since 2017, and we've been covering them both good and bad. So we're not bandwagon fans. How about that?
Yeah.
Respect.
Fuck you, Bills.
Yo, Josh.
Let's go Saints.
Yo, bro, I'm a Steelers fan, so of course, I actually low key want the Bills to lose this upcoming week. So in a couple of days.
Fucking shit up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who
Bro.
knows? We'll see.
Bro, when you lose to Washington and Cincinnati, it's like, But hey, guys, that is Rhinos and Aliens After Dark. We had a little bit of everything. How do you feel? Let us know. And this is where Donyhal is going to go from his smooth, savvy, I'm all cool, chill mode to he's going to spice that shit up. Because
What's up, everybody? Like he said, you know what time it is. That is the Rhinos and Aliens. We bring out the bing bada and the boom because that's what we all do. Straight like that. But before I do anything else, best believe you got to do this. Bow! You know what I'm saying? Bring out the spice, the banana, the you need all the proteins and nutrients right now, all right? Because I need you to be here with me. I need you live and active like a TV show. God damn it. All right, well, we gonna do this real quick. Number one.
Okay.
Make sure you like this video. Give us a thumbs up.
Yo, real quick, you can't surprise me like that. That was just like a random finger, bro. I need some warm up.
No.
Oh, I see how you
Just
rolling.
like when you in there and that shit about wet and warm. Sometimes you gotta let it loose, and sometimes it just happens. It just happens. You never know it's coming. Literally. Ha ha!
I like that one.
But number two, make sure you subscribe. Hit that little nice little subscribe thing. It's like right there. It's on the right hand. You know what I'm saying, of the screen. And then right next to that is the number 3. Right next to the subscribe, it's the bell. Make sure you hit that bell. Ring a ding ding.
Yeah, baby.
And I'm saying, ring. And number 4. Make sure you share on every social media. We are on Twitter. We are on Facebook. I was about to say MySpace for some reason. We are not on MySpace, but if they bring it back, we will.
Well,
We're going to customize that page.
Technically, it never left.
It never left, but it's not active. It's not. But it is not active. But we are on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Make sure you go follow and add us. You know, it's not that hard. It's free. Just let
And remember, share to your pets too.
share to your pets, your grandmother, your dog, your cat, your hamster, the squirrel that's always coming around and stealing your nuts. You know, let them know too, because you know it's all about the word of the mouth. You know, you pass it on to one, and then they'll just go all the way next to the next country. You never know. But number 5. Make sure you comment on anything we talked about. I'm sorry I prolonged it. You know the 5 rhino thrusts. I'm pretty sure you guys know by
Well, technically, to be fair, it's been 2 weeks, so we had to really thrust it up in there.
You know what I'm saying? I had to. Thank you for watching. Guys, have fun.
LOPH.
Happy New Year's.
Cadoodle.
Just a friendly reminder, guys. Hit the subscribe button in this corner. And then for the newest video. Then for the most recommended. And then for our famous dick pic.